you just have to do it. You have to sell assets. You have to do whatever you have to do to make that bond. And for Trump, that would mean that he may have to sell some of his most prized properties. These are mega ticket items, or risk watching the state of New York seize them, as the state of New York has said it will.
That's CNN salivating at the prospect of Trump having to sell his properties to pay his bond in New York and inadvertently admitting an inconvenient truth in the process. Welcome to Nerk News. I'm Nerkish, and Trump has 9 days left to pay a $179 million fine for allegedly overvaluing real estate property like Mar-a-Lago, which he said was worth hundreds of millions of dollars, but a judge deemed to be only worth $18 million. However, worry not, because CNN has a brilliant idea for Trump to raise the cash.
You need at least 30 days to get any of these properties sold. But the property that you alluded to, Mar-a-Lago, potentially that could be something that could be sold quickly. I think the valuation is something in the hundreds of millions, and I think there could be a buyer for something like that.
And that would be literally, if you're talking about doing that between now and Monday, that's picking up the phone, calling someone, and then literally writing a check.
Yeah, I mean, there could be plenty of international people who want to buy that property. I mean, there's properties that are priced at 150 and 200 million that are nearby that. And Palm Beach is like the NVIDIA, of real estate. It's just shot up like a rocket. And people do want to live there. They've moved there. So I think that would be the best case scenario as to property. If he's trying to sell quickly, I would encourage that.
So, all right. Now, that's 240 million estimated. I mean, who knows? You know, he's a desperate seller. In this case, someone picks up the phone and makes that call this week. So I don't know what it'd be. That's still half of what it would be.
Well, there you have it. If Trump wants to pay his bond for over-evaluating properties like Mar-a-Lago, which he said was worth hundreds of millions of dollars, he should probably sell some properties like Mar-a-Lago for hundreds of millions of dollars. Funny how when liberals want Trump to sell his properties, the value jumps up from 18 million to an estimated 240 million minimum because he's a desperate seller. It's a little crazy how beachfront property suddenly became the hot new thing. According to CNN, no one had any interest in it until recently. I mean, Palm Beach, Florida? Where even is that? I've never heard of that. Now, admitting the accurate value of Mar-a-Lago wasn't the only bit of truth CNN accidentally revealed. Here's Frank Luntz reluctantly admitting that this whole thing will backfire because Letitia James is a smooth-brained, politically motivated hack.
If they take his stuff, he's going to say that this is proof that the federal government and the establishment and the swamp in Washington and all the politicians across the country and the attorneys generals and all of this, that this is a conspiracy to deny him the presidency. He's going to go up in the polls just like he went up every single time they indicted him. But it will prove the things that he's saying on the campaign trail, and he will go up, and it may just elect him president. Do not forget that. And I say this to the attorney general right now. If you play politics on this, this is what the secretaries of state did in Colorado and what they did in, I believe, was Maine. His numbers went up in both states. I don't understand. I'm almost speechless in how pathetic the opposition to Trump has been and how completely misguided. And this is a perfect example of it.
Well, one can only hope that's the case. And I can't say I wouldn't love to see Letitia James eat a bit more humble pie for a change. I mean, Luntz isn't exactly a Trump supporter, and even he seems to realize that American people don't want to see their country turn into a banana republic. Regular people don't want to see the party in power imprisoning political adversaries and confiscating their assets, especially over dubious interpretations of the law like what we've been seeing with these indictments. Because just like Trump said, it reminds them that if the legal system can be weaponized against a former president, what hope does an ordinary American citizen have? Not much. But let me know what you think. Will this whole thing lead to a Trump victory in November? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. That stuff really does help us out. Until then, this has been Nerk News. Thanks for watching. Bye!